Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon. Why are you guys, even after me telling this time, you guys are late again? Any particular concern that I should probably worry about? Okay, I hope everyone is here. Unmute your mic, unmute your camera. Unmute your mic and unmute your camera. 11 participants here. Siona is here. Okay, great. And Ken is here. Oh, Jonissa is also here. Kavalle is here. Pratik is here. Kajal. Again, it seems like you just woke up. Okay, guys. Did you saw the video that I uploaded today in the afternoon at 1 p.m. I think? No, don't worry. It was not compulsory. You know, I'm not going to throw you out of the class just because you didn't watch it. Because I didn't tell you to. It is obvious. But I'm just asking. Did someone just went and have a look at it? None of you? Okay, that is completely fine. Don't worry.
Sir,
So,
I saw only 8 minutes video.
yeah, good. Okay, fine. How was it? Did you understand the chapter?
Yes, that you miss only 8 minutes I have saw.
चलेगा चलेगा बट समझ में तो आ रहा था ना. See.
That you have told that two oxygen and that halogen.
So my concern was actually to know if you are understanding it, because you know chapter 9 is very lengthy. I think it is very lengthy, but I'm going to finish it very soon because it is all about uploading videos. उसमें ना मतलब कुछ ऐसा ग्रेविटेशन जैसा नहीं है कि मैं तुमको कुछ रियल करके दिखाऊं. अब वो मॉलिक्यूल है, वो ऐसा एग्जिस्ट करता है तो वो है, राइट? We cannot change it. Like it is not a gravitation or something that you derive. It is a name. It is a molecule. It is just like that. So there are some things which are going to be very obvious in it, but there are some things where you will need to put the effort. So don't worry about that. एफर्ट तो मैं डालूंगा पढ़ाते वक्त और तुम पढ़ते वक्त डालना. एफर्ट डालेंगे हम दोनों, काम हो जाएगा. तो हाँ, जो concern is any dots from chapter number 2, the first concern? Any dots from chapter number 2? कुछ तो बोलो. है तो बोलो. नहीं है. No dot. Okay, Kavalle ko no dot. So Kavalle, you will answer one of my question then. 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm opening the textbook actually. Teacher हूँ तो क्या chapter तो नहीं याद रहता ना. SSC 10th class, page number 16. Okay, so the first doubt. Okay, ready, Kavalle?
Yes.
Okay, so the first doubt is, how many blocks are there in periodic table?
118.
Oh my God.
No, 4.
अभी 4 बार 4 बोलने से आंसर तो सेम ही हो जाएगा ना. मैं तो 118 समझूंगा. Okay, Kajal, what about you? Did you try the exercise? Kajal, where did you go?
I have tried.
Who is that? Who is that? Who said that?
Sir, Kaivalya.
कैबल तो ऑलरेडी बोल के बैठा यार. ही हैज स्टार्ट. उसको क्वेश्चन भी पूछा मैं, उसने गलती भी किया. आई एम आस्किंग टू काजल.
Yes.
Yeah, Kajal, tell me. I have one question for you. How much electron does chlorine needs to attain a noble gas configuration?
Sir, don't know.
Okay, see, you have to think. Chlorine क्या है? Halogen है ना? उसका एटमिक वो जो होता है वो 17th ग्रुप में होता है, राइट? Halogens are in 17th group. Chlorine is a halogen. 18th ग्रुप में होते हैं noble gases. Am I correct? Guys, कुछ बोलो.
Kajal.
Kajal.
Yes, sir.
Kajal, respond to me. I'm talking to you, Kajal.
Yes.
So, okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, wait, let me show you. I will go to the periodic table now. Very simple question. What was the question, Kajal? Repeat. बताओ. Question में नहीं आ रहा. How much electron did chlorine need to attain a noble gas configuration? Janisa, answer the question now. It's your turn.
Sir, I also don't know.
Oh my God, you should not answer like this directly. अरे शुरू में try तो करो थोड़ा. Put some pressure on the brain.
One.
Yeah, it is correct. Only one. See my screen. You can see my screen, right? Chlorine is 17, right? 17th is chlorine. And 18th, that is argon, which is actually a noble gas. So this is 17 atomic number. It means it has 17 electron and 17 proton. It is 18 atomic number, argon. It means it has 18 electron and 18 proton. Now the thing is, how much electron will chlorine need to attain a noble gas concentration? One. Yeah, exactly. One is the correct answer. Because अगर उसको एक electron मिला, it will attain the configuration of argon, right?
Yes.
माइक वाइक क्यों म्यूट कर दिया तुम लोगों ने? मैंने बोला क्या म्यूट करने को? माइक अनम्यूट करो सब और अपना वीडियोस ऑन रखो. मेरे को पता चलना चाहिए इधर क्या चल रहा है. Okay, Kajal, clean bold. Zonisa is clean bold. Kaval, Siona, it's your turn now. Okay, ready? Siona, can you hear me? It is your turn now, okay? Okay, so I will ask the question. Next question to you. Tell me, how many groups are there in periodic table? Say the answer. कुछ तो मुंह हिल रहा है, आवाज बाहर नहीं आ रहा है, मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा. आप बोलना क्या चाहते हो? Say the answer. How many groups? I cannot hear you. Repeat again.
21 groups.
Oh my goodness, 21 groups. I don't think so. Guys, can you see my screen? So,
Yes, sir.
say how many groups are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God. There are 18 groups. ये 4 कौन बोला? पहले ये बताना मेरे को. Who said 4? See, there are 4 blocks. 4 blocks. S, T, E, F. 4 blocks, 118 elements. 4 blocks, 118 elements, 7 periods, and 18 groups. It should be saved inside your mind. अपने दिमाग में save कर लो. Okay?
Yes.
Sarup, it's your turn. You can hear me, right? Sarup, you are just smiling. You are not answering my question. My question is, can you hear me, Sarup? He chose not to respond, I think. He is not responding. तुम लोग ऐसे आंसर्स नहीं बता रहे हो, मैं कैसे मान लूं कि तुम लोगों ने एक्सरसाइज किया है? अब मैं एक्सरसाइज पे जाऊंगा फिर. यार ऐसे मत करो, थोड़ा तो खुद के साइड से थोड़े आंसर्स पढ़ के आओ. Okay, the first question is, atomic radius goes on increasing down the group. इसका आंसर देगी प्रचिति. प्रचिति, you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Prachiti, tell me, why does the atomic radius keeps on increasing while going down the group? Like a group से दूसरे group में जाते हैं ना? No. Wait. The question is, let me correct the question. I think I have, atomic radius goes on increasing down the group. Yeah. Answer me, Prachiti. Why does atomic radius goes on increasing down a group?
Sir, because when we go down the group, new cells are added.
Very good. Excellent. Super. अभी पास उधर होता, अभी ऑफलाइन क्लास होता तो एक चॉकलेट देता, बट ऑफलाइन क्लास तो है नहीं, बट कोई नहीं, I will give you one when we will meet, don't worry. Okay, so I think we are done with chapter number 2. If you have any doubt, I'm giving you 2 to 3 minutes. Please have a look at the chapters and ask me if you have any doubt. Please look at your textbook and ask me if you have any doubts.
No.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me, who is that? Very good.
sir, in question number 3,
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Please
answer
go
is
ahead.
beryllium, right? Then B, what the group of element is 2. Then how period come 3. Then how period came 3.
Okay, very good question. So group is 2, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, hydrogen, lithium. Okay, let us go back to the periodic table then. Beryllium is in the second group, right?
Yes.
Can you repeat the doubt, Prerna?
Beryllium?
Sir, the group of the element is 2. Then how can period came 3. Then how period came 3.
Because group
It's
and period are different. Group is the vertical ones, okay?
no.
Okay, say. I am not. Please repeat.
No.
Beryllium?
Period means vertical rows.
No.
Be
Wait. Stop. Danger. Period means horizontal rows. Groups means vertical rows. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You have any doubt?
Sir,
No.
Okay. Ask me. Yeah.
sir, the third one is magnesium, no?
Third period is magnesium, not third group.
No, third one question.
एक सेकेंड, तुम लोग क्यों कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो? जरा वापस चलो मेरे साथ क्वेश्चन पे. यही क्वेश्चन है ना? Which of the following element would this element resemble? क्वेश्चन क्या है? Resemble यानी इनकी प्रॉपर्टीज किसके साथ होगी? ठीक है?
Yes.
सो किनके साथ होगी इनकी प्रॉपर्टीज? मैंने बताया था जब वो पीरियड में होते हैं तो उनकी प्रॉपर्टीज चेंज होती है, राइट? Gradually, if you go in a period from left to right or right to left, their property changes. But when you go down in the group, their property resembles. Okay? All the elements of group 2 will have the similar properties. But this is an element of group number 17 because this is chlorine. This is an element of group number 18 because this is argon. And then nitrogen is an element, like it is a p block element, it is a non-metal. So there is no chance for this also. But beryllium is actually in the second group and this element is also in the second group. Since similar group elements have similar characteristic or they have similar nature, that is why beryllium will be the answer. You guys understand?
Yes.
Any doubt now?
Yes, sir. No.
Okay, any other doubt? Please ask me. Please ask me if you have any other doubt.
Sir,
Yeah.
that question number 5, that A1, you have told that helium is the smallest atom, but hydrogen is a very smallest, no?
Why?
Because that one only atom is there, no?
My God, किधर थे तुम last class में? Can you see my screen?
Sir,
Can you
but
see my-
from school it is given that hydrogen.
क्या बात करते हो? स्कूल में हाइड्रोजन बोला गया है क्या?
Oh,
Okay,
Sir,
anyone,
no.
anyone please
Hydrogen,
confirm.
it is, sir, it is told that hydrogen has only one electron. He is confused only.
No, wait. स्कूल में ऐसा बोला है क्या कि हाइड्रोजन स्मॉलेस्ट है?
सर no, ऐसा कुछ नहीं कहा.
Thank God.
स्कूल में
हाइड्रोजन
ऐसा कहा गया कि
Go ahead.
कहा गया कि हाइड्रोजन सबसे कम होता है क्योंकि उसको एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन.
उसका एटॉमिक मास स्मॉलेस्ट होता है, याद रखना.
सॉरी, एटॉमिक मास स्मॉलेस्ट.
हाँ, क्योंकि उसके अंदर एक इलेक्ट्रॉन होते हैं और एक प्रोटॉन होते हैं, तो उसका जो वेट होगा वो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन और एक प्रोटॉन का होगा. बट हीलियम में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन और 2 प्रोटॉन होते हैं, तो हीलियम का मास हाइड्रोजन से ज्यादा होगा, तो हाइड्रोजन का मास स्मॉलेस्ट होगा बट साइज हीलियम का स्मॉलेस्ट होगा. ओके कैवल्य?
Now my doubt is clear.
Okay, thank you. Any other doubt, guys? Please ask me.
No. No.
You will have 2 more minutes. Just go through the chapter and ask me if you have any doubt.
No.
Okay, no doubt, right?
Yes.
Okay, gravitation chapter में से किसी को कोई डाउट है? जो पढ़ा है उसमें से कोई डाउट? ये सबका तो मैं आज या कल में कुछ करता हूँ. Escape velocity. कहाँ पे रुके थे अपन ग्रेविटेशन में? After mass and weight, did I teach you about free fall?
No.
No, free fall is left.
No.
Okay. So I will take free fall theory now, don't worry. So what is it saying? Let's see. So पहले ये देख लेते. Take a small stone, hold it in your hand. Which forces are acting on the stone? Now release the stone. What do you observe? What are the forces acting on the stone after you release it? तो बहुत सिंपल है. एक स्टोन ले लो अपने हाथ में, होल्ड करो. तो कौन से फोर्स लग रहे हैं? Obviously when you are holding the stone, it means you are applying some energy. That is why your hand actually pains after few minutes of time. But initially there are 2 energies that are applied on the stone. The first one is actually the gravitational energy, which is applied by the earth. That is why when you leave the stone free from your hand, it directly falls down. And while you are holding it, the second energy is your own physical energy that you have applied. Okay? इतना समझा? Guys? Please respond. Hello. Why no one is responding? If you did not understand.
समझ आया.
Okay, very good. Now let's see about the next then. We know that the force of gravity. What is force of gravity? Gravitational force, simple. Now due to the earth, okay, so gravitational force of earth acts on each and every object. Yes, it is true. अगर वो each and every object पे नहीं लगता तो object हवा में तैर रहे होते, you know, in a spaceship. In a space, what happens? Things float in the space. Okay, Risa, you have raised your hand. You have any doubt? Risa?
So I don't understand.
Okay, you did not understand. Okay, completely fine. See, when we are taking a small stone and holding it in our hand, right? Risa, please respond.
Yes.
So what happens? We are applying some energy on the stone. That is why it is in our hand, right?
Okay.
But what happens when you leave the stone from your hand? it will directly fall down on the earth, right? Now there must be some force which is attracting it. Am I correct?
Yes.
That force is called gravitational force, which is of earth itself. So when you release the stone falls on the ground because of the gravitational force. But when you are keeping it in your hand, at that time there are two forces applying on it. The one force is of Earth's gravitational, and the others is your own physical force. Oh God, who was that? Okay, and the second one is actually the Earth's your own physical force.
Understand, sir.
Okay, Risa. Now let's go to the, I was discussing about this, that we know that the force of gravity due to the earth acts on each and every object. It is correct. When we are holding the stone in our hand, the stone was experiencing this force, but it was balanced by a force that we were applying it on the opposite direction. Now, since we are holding the stone and the stone wants to fall down, but it is not falling down because we are applying a force from our hand, right? So these forces were, because of these forces, the stone was actually balanced. Now, as a result, the stone remained at rest. At rest means it stopped. It was not moving at all. There was no movement. Once we release the stone from our hands, the only force that acts on it is the gravitational force of the earth. It is correct, right? Because if you have left the stone from your hand, the only force is gravitational force, and the stone falls down under the influence of gravitational force which was applied by earth. Now, whenever an object moves under the influence of the force of gravity alone, it is said to be falling freely. So let's understand, whenever an object moves under the influence of the force of gravity alone, it is said to be falling freely. It means that any object that is dropped from your hand, not throwing, dropped, okay? Those all are the cases of free fall. I don't know how many of you have experienced this, but वो याजू पार्क में जाओगे ना तो वहाँ पे है ये free fall का, देखा है क्या कितने लोगों ने? Have you seen that free fall? There are actually many people will sit on the chair. It will take you in the air at some height and then it will leave you.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is also an example of, so that is also an example of free fall. Free fall means no other forces will be acting upon you. Only and only gravitation force will act. Did you understand this? Okay. So thus the release stone is in a free fall. Okay. Now in free fall, the initial velocity of the object is 0 and goes on increasing due to the acceleration due to gravity of earth. Okay. So what happens in free fall? The initial velocity of the object will become 0. Initial velocity means I'm not throwing it, right? So I have not applied any velocity. It is just dropping and it goes on increasing. Why it is increasing? Because earth is applying a force and that force will cause an acceleration. So it goes on increasing due to the acceleration due to gravity of earth. Now during free fall, the frictional force due to the air opposes the motion of the object and a buoyant force also acts on the object. Thus, true free fall is possible only in vacuum. अभी ये थोड़ा तुमको समझने में टाइम लगेगा ये क्या बोल रहा है देखो मैं बताता हूँ तो in relation to free fall initial object zero goes on input yeah let me show you so okay so guys I hope you can see here can you see this page right
Yes, sir.
pay attention then so let's say I am on a probably a high mountain or a stand and I'm standing here okay I'm standing there pardon my drawing and I have a hand which is too lengthy and I have a stone in it very huge stone okay now if I will throw it I will probably throw it like this I can throw it like I can also throw it downwards but there is a case which is called a drop just simply drop it so when you drop the object actually falls in the influence of gravity there will be no other forces acting on it. Only and only Earth's gravitational force. Let's say this is the Earth. Okay, so only Earth's force is acting on it. So what happens in the real life scenario कि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे airs होते हैं, right? Our environment has lots of airs and dust particles and all these things in the air only, like they are present. If you will see, there are so many dust and the air also. So these things actually apply resistance. When an object falls, this thing apply a resistance to that freely falling object, and that is why the velocity is actually decreasing little bit. But when it is vacuum, I hope you know vacuum, right? In vacuum, there is nothing. So free fall is possible only in vacuum. In vacuum, there will be no air at all. There will be no dust particles. Are you understanding me? Guys, did you understand? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the thing that happens in free fall. So that is what they are trying to say, that during the free fall, frictional means the force which are opposing the motion. Okay, जिस डायरेक्शन में वो ऑब्जेक्ट फॉल कर रहा हो उसके अपोजिट कोई फोर्स लग रहा है तो उसको फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स बोलते हैं. So frictional force due to the air, it means the air actually has some space, right? You must have learned it in class 9. So air has its own mass and it has its own space. So if an object is even falling freely in the air, it has to penetrate the air and come to the ground. So the frictional force of air opposes the motion of object, because the object will be falling downwards and there will be air. So object has to first make a space through it, right? So this is also called buoyant force and true free fall. That is why reason, like on Earth, if you are on Earth or if you are on some planet, it is not possible true free fall because it is only possible in vacuum. Vacuum means there will be no air, there will be no sand, no dust particle. Understood? Respond, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, for a freely falling object, the velocity on reaching the Earth and the time.
अरे नेट साले ना मैं ऊपर लगूंगा. लाख.
Okay. Now let's see then. So what it is saying, that for a freely falling object, the velocity on reaching the Earth and the time taken for it can be calculated by using Newton's equation of motion. Okay, I have already taught you Newton's equation of motion when I had uploaded a video. I don't know if I have or not, but if I'm not, I will upload it. Don't worry. So there were 3 equations actually: V is equal to U plus AT and all. So I will upload it. Don't worry about that. So it is saying that Newton has given okay, the meeting is ending in 5 minutes also, no problem. Let's see what was the Newton's equation. Okay. So Newton's equation was V is equal to U plus AT. That is V is equal to U plus A into T, where V is final velocity, okay? And U is initial velocity. ये सब पढ़ा रहेगा ना क्लास 9 में?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So U is initial velocity and A is acceleration, okay? And T is time. So, okay, 1 second. Now what happens when it is a case of free fall? So initial velocity will be 0, right? So if you add a 0 to any number, it will give the number itself. So the equation becomes V is equal to AT. That is what they have written here. A is now for a free fall. What is the acceleration? It is falling under the influence of gravity, right? So the acceleration will be nothing but the acceleration due to gravity, which will be g itself, a small g basically.
Small g.
Yeah. And similarly, we had S is equal to ut plus half AT square. Do you remember that? S is equal to ut plus half 80 square. So what will happen in this case? Your initial value is 0, right? So 0 into time will become 0 itself, and your s will become half 80 square. Similarly, we had v square is equal to u square plus 2s. Now u is the initial velocity, and if it is drop, if it is a case of free fall, u will be 0. So u square will be 0. So v square will become directly equal to 2as, where a is the acceleration. Now, since the acceleration is nothing but since the object is falling under gravity, the only acceleration is the smaller g. So I have substituted, like the author has substituted the value of g instead of a. Did you understand this?
Yes.
If you have any doubt, don't worry, you can ask me. Okay. This part is very simple. For calculating the motion of object thrown upwards, acceleration is negative. Why? Because acceleration is applied in the downward direction, right? For any object, the earth tries to pull the object towards itself. So if an object is moving upward, the acceleration will be applied downward. That is why acceleration is in negative. Okay, but the magnitude will be same. Magnitude means net value of g will be the same, but since the object is moving upward and the acceleration is downward, velocity of object will decrease. That is why when you throw an object in the air at some particular time, it stops, and then the velocity becomes 0, and then it starts falling back to the ground. Understood? If you have any doubt, please ask me. Any doubt, guys? No one is responding. Kajal, are you there?
Yes.
So why are you not responding? Do you have any doubt in this?
No.
You have to speak it out, okay? Otherwise, I won't understand. I will simply complete the syllabus, and I won't even come to know that if you understood any concept or not. So yeah, I will keep till here for today only. I know that these exercises are little complicated, and don't worry, I will take them offline when I will come to teach. Yeah. Who is asking doubt? Okay. So I will take the exercise when I will be I will be teaching you offline, or I will upload a video, then I will take the exercise. Don't worry about it. But for now, I can say that chapter 1's theory is over. The questions are remaining, the exercise is remaining. Chapter 2, everything is completed. And what we have done is we have started chapter number 9, right? Carbon compounds. So yeah, you can, now the next task is, please everyone switch on your videos and please come back to the classroom. Unmute your mic also. So chapter 2 is over. Please make a note of it so I can take a test any day. And when I will take a test, I won't give you the at all. I will simply ask some questions. If you will answer it, that is fine. If you won't answer it, I might give you to write 50 to 100 times, which I don't want to do at all. Because I know that you guys are not animals, right? You should not write one thing again and again and again. Kenneth was making so much unnecessary noise. Yeah. So if I will ask some question to you in the next class, please make sure that you know the answers, at least from the exercise. Okay. And when we will meet next time, like it is not sure when we will, but if we will meet next time, I want you to be ready with the tutorial that I have sent today. Okay.
Yes.
1 घंटे का
Yes,
YouTube वीडियो है कार्बन कंपाउंड. Please learn.
Yes, sir. Today we'll be watching it.
Yeah, please watch it by today and make a note of it. I'm telling you, carbon compound is not an easy chapter. You have to remember it. Carbon compound is not gravitation. Gravitation you can think and you can write. If someone will ask what is gravitation, you can write it with your own mind. But that is not the case with carbon compound. So you have to repeat, you have to revise the carbon compound chapter again and again. Try to read the textbook, highlight the important thing, and if you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay? Why Kaval is Kaval, can you switch on your video? Okay, guys, that's it for today. We will probably meet next week, I think. Okay, I have one doubt. Can I keep your classes at 8 p.m.? I know the answer is no. Just asking.
Yes.
No.
Ratri. Night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ratri.
Yes.
Sir, no, this time
No,
only.
sir. No,
Okay,
sir.
I won't keep. Don't worry. I want to keep at 8 p.m. I understand that. I won't keep. I was just asking, you know. So that is completely fine. Don't worry. We will meet again probably next week. Okay. But yeah, today I'm going to upload some videos. Some more videos I will upload. Like कार्बन कंपाउंड का तो पूरा चैप्टर शायद से मैं कवर कर दूं आज. तो उसके सारे ट्यूटोरियल्स एक वीक बाद पढ़ के आना. You will be given 7 days of time, which is more than enough, I think. So please be ready with the notebook, make some short notes, and yeah. Now we will move on to carbon compound chapter. Thank you guys for your time. You can leave for the day.
Sir, bye.
Bye bye. Okay, bye Lynn.
Bye, sir.
Bye Kaval.